Hey there! Welcome back to the channel! Today, we're going to talk about the story of Jacob and Esau. Isaac, the son of Abraham, married Rebekah, and for many years she had no kids. Finally, Isaac prayed, and God answered. She became pregnant with twins. Even in the womb, the babies struggled against each other. Rebekah was troubled by this and asked the Lord, why? God told her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples will be separated from your body. One will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger. When the twins were born, the first came out red and hairy, so they named him Esau, which means hairy ones. The second came out grasping Esau's heel, so he was called Jacob, meaning he grasps the heel. Esau grew into a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, and Isaac loved him for the game he brought home. Jacob, however, was quiet and stayed among the tents. Rebekah loved him more because she had carried him in her womb for a longer time. One day, Esau returned from hunting, exhausted and hungry. Jacob had cooked a red stew, and Esau begged for some. But Jacob said, "First sell me your birthright." The birthright was the privilege of the firstborn, giving him authority over the family and a double share of inheritance. Esau cared little for spiritual blessings and thought only of his hunger. So he said, "Look, I am so very hungry. What good is my birthright to me?" And so he said, "I swear an oath by the fear of the Lord, I will surely buy your birthright." Then he gave his brother a bowl of stew. Years passed, and Isaac was old and nearly blind. One day, he called Esau to bless him. He told him to go hunt game and prepare a meal for me, so I may bless you before I die. Rebekah overheard this and remembered God's promise that the older would serve the younger, so she told Jacob to disguise himself as Esau. She cooked a meal, dressed Jacob in Esau's clothes, and put goatskins on his hands and neck to mimic Esau's hairiness. Jacob brought the food to Isaac. "Suspicious," Isaac said. "The voice is Jacob's, but the hands are Esau's." After feeling Jacob and smelling Esau's clothes, Isaac believed and blessed Jacob, giving him the covenant blessing of Abraham: abundance, dominion, and being the heir of God's promises. Soon after, Esau returned. When Isaac realized what happened, he trembled violently. Esau cried bitterly, "Bless me too, father!" But Isaac told him Jacob had already received the blessing. Esau wept and vowed to kill Jacob once Isaac died. So Rebekah sent Jacob to her brother Laban in Haran, about 300 miles away, to escape his angry brother. On the journey, Jacob slept one night with a stone for a pillow. In his dream, he saw a ladder reaching from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending on it. At the top stood the Lord, who promised Jacob the covenant blessings given to Abraham. Jacob awoke and exclaimed, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." He called it Bethel, meaning house of God, and made a vow to serve the Lord. Then he arrived to Haran, where Jacob's uncle Laban was. And also, he fell in love with Laban's younger daughter, Rachel. After 20 years, Jacob left Laban, taking his wives, children, and possessions, because God commanded him to do so, and promised to be with him, and make his descendants into a great nation. Soon after, he learned that his brother Esau was coming to meet him with 400 men. Fearing for his life, Jacob prayed for protection and sent ahead gifts to soften Esau's heart. The night before their meeting, Jacob slept beside a stone for a pillow. Again! And there he wrestled with a mysterious man until daybreak. The man touched Jacob's hip, dislocating it, yet Jacob refused to let go until he was blessed. Finally, the man said, "Let me go, for the sun is rising." Jacob asked for a blessing, but the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." Then the man disappeared. Jacob limped and was sore from the struggle. The next day, Jacob approached Esau. To his surprise, Esau ran to him, embraced him, and kissed him. They both wept. Later, Esau asked why he was given such great gifts, and he himself replied, "We have enough of blessing, my brother." When they arrived in Canaan, Jacob settled in the land of his ancestors. From his sons came the nation of Israel. Esau, also blessed by Isaac, lived in the mountains of Seir, becoming the father of the Edomites. This fulfilled God's prophecy that two nations were in Rebekah's womb. So those are the main events of Jacob's life up to this point. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.